Has this ever happened to you? You're sitting in a meeting at work, things are going well, and then all of a sudden, someone says some words you've never heard before.
That model uses chain of thought prompting.
And you think to yourself, what does that mean? And there you go, off to Google, trying to figure out what this new technology or this new phrase that this person is talking about is. The thing is, if you work in data as a data analyst or a data scientist, or really if you just work in tech, you are basically signing up to be a lifelong learner. Technology and tools are constantly changing, and if you let yourself fall behind, you'll fall into irrelevance. But if you make sure you stay current, you will stay relevant. So I wanted to share some of the learning resources that I use that help me keep up with the trends in data and different tech stacks that are coming up in different methodologies that hopefully can help you keep up with this changing industry as well. Now, when I talk about learning resources, some of you might be thinking I'm talking about textbooks. And yes, that can be a learning resource, but it's not one I really used probably since college. Not sure why I still have this. But if you do like to read, one source of information that I love to use to keep up with current data science trends is the Towards Data Science Medium blog post. This blog post is a collection of articles that's put together by just people in the data science community. There's different articles about what tech they're using, different projects they've worked on, and the way I really like to use Towards Data Science is every once in a while, I'll just go to the Towards Data Science homepage and I'll just read a couple of articles that show up on their homepage. That introduces me to the different types of tech that people are using. Sometimes they even have explanations of things like statistical concepts that I like to read up on. In addition, a lot of Towards Data Science articles also have walkthrough tutorials about how to use different Python libraries or R libraries. In fact, last year, I remember using Towards Data Science a lot when I was trying to learn how to work with LLMs. So if you like to read, Towards Data Science is a blog you should definitely check out. Now let's say reading's not really your jam and you're more of a visual person when it comes to learning. Hey, I can be like that too. And one of my favorite resources for keeping up with data science trends is YouTube, or YouTube University as a lot of people call it. In fact, when I was just starting out in data science, when I was still a student in school, I remember I used to go on YouTube a lot. I would watch StatQuest and Alex the Analyst and learn basic statistics and basic Python from them. In fact, even today, I still revisit these channels in case there's stuff I want to brush up on. YouTube also has such a rich library of people making videos where they're walking through how to use a new tech tool. Like they may be building a chatbot with a new LLM that's just been released. And it's all out here for free. It's an amazing resource that you definitely should take advantage of. And selfishly, I really do hope you like watching data science YouTube channels. Now let's say you've scoured YouTube, you've watched all the videos, but you still want to go a little bit more in depth on a topic. The third learning resource that I would suggest are different types of courses. These are courses from things like DataCamp, Coursera, Udemy. Now there is a caveat to these that these generally are not free and you can only access like some of the course without giving them any form of payment. But if you are working as a data analyst, kind of like I am, there's a good chance that if you can show your company that what you are learning from the course is directly related to your work and that you can use that knowledge to benefit the company, they might even sponsor the course for you. So courses, yes, while they do cost money, are definitely a resource to look into if you want a more formal and in-depth learning method. Now, everything I've shared so far is really like solo learning journeys, right? You're going on YouTube by yourself, you're taking these courses on your own, but maybe you're someone that learns better when you learn in a group. Well, there are tons of learning resources if you're looking to learn in a group as well. And the things that I really like to utilize are different community groups in your area. For example, where I live, there's actually a group of people that meets once a month called the AI Tinkerers, where everyone just kind of shares projects that they're working on and new AI technologies that they're using. It's a really great opportunity to ask questions of people that are going through learning a similar tech skill that you are, or maybe have a little bit more expertise than you have, and you can kind of ask them questions about the projects that they're working on. And what's great about these in-person community learning opportunities is that you're both learning and you're networking. So you're getting a 2-for-1, which I think is a great deal. Now, after hearing all these resources, you may be thinking, hey, this is really great to have all these learning resources out there, but how am I supposed to make enough time to spend on these learning resources? You know, you already have a full-time job, and then trying to keep up with the changing trends in data science tech probably feels like another full-time job. Well, these are some tips I have to do this sustainably. The first is to start small. I remember when I was first starting out and I realized that I need to stay current on technology to stay relevant, I thought I needed to spend like 2 hours every single day going through these learning resources to keep my learning up. You can spend 15 minutes a day or just set aside 1 or 2 hours one day a week to read a Towards Data Science blog post article or to watch some data science YouTube videos. This way you're learning in small increments, and with each individual session it might not feel like you're learning a whole lot, but over time these small little study sessions, they add up, and you'll soon realize that you're really growing your knowledge base. And the second thing I would say is to focus on what you enjoy. The field of data analysis and data science is so broad, and we can't be an expert on everything. So I would say pick some things that you like learning about. For example, if you like learning about LLMs or generative AI, then focus on that. See how much you can learn in that space. If you really enjoy what you're learning and you're interested in it, learning becomes a lot easier and it won't feel like such a heavy burden. All right, those are the data science learning resources I have to share with you all today. If you haven't heard of any of these resources that I'd mentioned, I think it'd be kind of a fun challenge maybe in the next week or so to try out reading some stuff on Towards Data Science, or try finding a data science community group in your area that can help you in your skill building and learning journey. And if you do that, I would love it if you would comment below and let me know how it goes. I would also love to know if there's any other learning resources that you know of that I didn't mention that have been helpful to you as well. I would love to add to my list of resources. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, please consider subscribing to the channel. This is really a place for data analysts, data scientists, students that are starting out, people that are kind of early in their career, where I share things like data science tutorials and different experiences I've had in the field, like this one with keeping up with the different trends. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!